What's up there? Hey there, party people. It's Seth. It's Wednesday night, time for the happy hour with Seth. We got I think a good show lined up. Plus we have White Rabbit. These are my favorite Chinese candy. I actually dated a Chinese candy, a girl whose name was Candy, who was Chinese. And still this is my favorite Chinese candy. So a lot went on this week. We had like, ooh, the storm of 26. It's January. It's not a lot going on, but this is weird. The storm of 26 was named Fern, but we'll cover that. Fern is like one of my mother's Hadassah ladies. Fern plays mahjong at the synagogue. Fern goes to bingo. Fern is not a winter storm. I didn't even know they name winter storms. What do I know? We have the snare of the week. We're going to talk about that. This thing is a little older than, oh, it's actually my brother's age. So my brother's in better, well, they're in equal shape. They're both in excellent, excellent shape. So we're going to talk about that crazy storm. We're going to talk a little bit. I was having the dilemma with what to do for my license plates. And we're going to talk about a guy who got slammed for his license plate. Meanwhile, I'm like, I want to do like, ILUV PUS or whatever. And half of the things I submitted were a joke and they were approved. And meanwhile, this guy, oh my God, Winter Storm Fern. Doesn't sound right. Winter Storm Adolf. Winter Storm, I don't know. I'm going to catch shit. Shaniqua. Winter Storm. How about Winter Storm Karen? That name gets all kinds of shit. Winter Storm Karen. But I do want to jump right into the license plate. And then I'll come back to the Winter Storm. So check this out. A West Hempstead, man. It wasn't even Jersey. P before we go. P before we go. So the guy got that license plate, and Motor Vehicle was doing a random license plate checking where they go into the system, and P before we go, they found to be inappropriate. Look at the guy's fucking name. It was meant to bring laughs, but instead it drew the line of the ire of the Department of Motor Vehicles. West Hempstead resident Seth, of course, got an order that they're taking his plates. Now, in all fairness, they deemed it inappropriate. Uh, I think that one of the ones I submitted was MRBIGDIK, Mr. Big Dick, and that was approved. This guy's grandchildren laugh. Plus, his name's Seth. His grandchildren laugh, and they say it's not in compliance with New York State rules and regulations. So, meanwhile, the plate that I have decided upon is on my way to F your mom, all abbreviated. So it says in the article they pulled 1,300 plates, 1,301 when I get my new plate. That's all, 1,301. The nice thing is they'll replace it for you, and then you have a cool plate to hang in Club 4006. Very cool license plate to hang in Club 4006. I did receive a couple of messages about, I guess you would say, well, one said I was a fat fuck. I'm never opening a message from Stan again. It's a terrible way to start out. So I think that I can't believe it. Pee before we go. First of all, that's legendary. Every parent says that. Every parent, every non-parent. I'm an adult, and I say, "Hey, let's pee before we go." I keep looking down at the reverb, and I don't want to mess Bobby up, but I do feel, "Hey, pee before we go." See that? I love that. except that was the most unflattering view. So before we jump into the, I prepped for the show. I would like to make a toast to prepping. Someone told me that I shouldn't drink from the can, that it's not classy. So here, look. This is a toast to drinking properly and making toasts. L'chaim. Oh, it's so good when it touches your lips. So good. Don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. Don't commit murder. That's it. I'm tapped out. So this is a early 50s sonar pancake snare. This thing is all orig. Um, you know, it's beechwood. It is a weird size. Look at the weird size. Look at I'm one to criticize. But it's wow, that sounded terrible through the headphones. It doesn't sound that bad. Um, and this is all original. These are the heads that were on it, the sonar snares. Oh, maybe the bottom head was changed. The bottom head was definitely changed. So I told an untruth. But this is the weirdest thing. I don't know if you can see this tiny little throw off. That's it. It's just that little stick. That little stick. It probably doesn't sound good uh through over the air live. This thing has a great rim shot. I knew a girl that had a great rim shot. But oh, I could do it. So yeah, that's the snare of the week, an early 50s sonar pancake snare. Um, they are worth a fortune. I don't quite understand why. I don't know where I put the little Vic. Oh, here it is. Uh, not that I need this. I would like to thank Vic Firth for the assortment of sticks. Very important. Um, don't mention us as a sponsor. Wow, that's insulting. So, Bobby and I were talking before the show, um, and for him, the camera adds a few pounds. It's great. He looks like fucking Tom Selleck. For me, I'm like rerun from what's happening and what's happening now. Um, I- when I walk by the mirror, I don't. I'm not like, who's that fat fuck? When I sit in front of the camera, I'm like, wow, wow. Look at all those chins. Wow. No wonder no wonder I'm so into the Asian girls. Um, so, the snowfall, Winter Storm Fern. Fern. She wasn't a blizzard, but I was wrong. I said, "We're not getting anything, maybe a few inches." So, uh so I went out in the backyard to measure. No, so I said maybe a few inches, but I don't think it didn't smell like snow. Snow has a smell. I'm like, it doesn't smell like snow. My mother, should rest in peace, was a saint. She verified that it had a smell. I didn't make this up. My mother would say, look at the sky. If it's white, you're going to get snow. And if you smell it. So with this beak, I didn't smell snow. So I'm like, we're not getting shit. We're not getting shit. Then the snow starts to fall. Meanwhile, I have a storage unit that I got to get to in Brooklyn. So I call and I say, hey, we're getting a storm. And the lovely gentleman on the other end says, you got 24 hours to clean this out, you white mother. No, he didn't say that, but it was clearly implied. Um, So I said to him, okay, well, I'm on my way. I get there and he says, you have the invoice? I said, sure, on my phone. No, you need to have the invoice. Now I've done 30, 40, 50 of these. I need it on my phone. I need it on my phone. Would you like a white rabbit? And the guy's like, no, you can only offer it. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink. Guy doesn't want to write a white rabbit. That's funny. White rabbit, white claw. maybe I'm a fucking closet racist. White rabbit, white claw, White Castle. I don't eat that, but it fits with the description. I drive a white Escalade, and I'm white. I'm white chocolate, baby. I'm white. I was told that I'm an egg by a dear friend of mine. She said, "You're an egg. You're white on the outside, yellow on the inside." I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. I promised for this year I wouldn't say Digress, and I'm definitely not going to spell it because that's a showstopper. It's a showstopper. I was in a band with a guy, and I don't want to say Russell's name, but and Russell was a guitar player. Let's call him Russell, mostly because that's his name. So he used to name these fucking songs that were horrific, and he'd be like, "Oh, it's a showstopper. It's a showstopper." The fuck are you? Yeah, it's a showstopper. It'll stop the show, man. Everyone will leave. No, no, this is a showstopper. You know, and he'd name some obscure song that, like, no one knows that song. No, it was the B side of the Tubes' "She's a Beauty." Yeah, no one's ever heard of that song. You know, I failed to mention the theme song. I'm sure you were grooving to it. How could you not? That's called "Just the Tip." Just the Tip by the Seth Tones. By the Seth Tones. Say that 5 times fast. Seth Salwin and the Seth Tones. We leave the Seth Salwin off. Law Falco is an original Seth Tone. God. I love you, Law. He's an original Seth Tone. Um, so with this crazy Fern at the bingo hall, Fern, I picture that she's in like, she puts tissues in her brassiere and pulls them out as she needs them and wipes her nose. Why not? Whatever floats Fern's boat. We got over a foot here, and I have over a foot, but I measure from the spleen. So we got over a foot, and we had 2-foot drifts. Here's the best part: after the snow subsides, it comes down like a wet hail, mixed with, I don't know, something very heavy, because it was fucking heavy. I don't know why I just did that. It was heavy. It was heavy. It was heavy. Keep in mind that I got a snowblower last week. I thought that meant it would never, ever snow again. Wh- I got a snowblower. It's like when I bring an umbrella someplace. Chances of rain, 90%. Oh, let me grab an umbrella. Then I walk in and I'm the dick carrying the umbrella and the sun is shining beautifully. Well, it said 90% chance of rain. No. Now that you brought an umbrella, zero, zero. So I was wrong about the snow. I'm a big enough person to admit when I'm wrong. It's not a big deal. But this is kind of weird. Our plowman, that sounds weird. Our plowman, our plowman, plower. I think plowman's the right thing. By the way, plowman was my nickname in college. I was the plowman. I don't even know what that means. When I wrote it down, I thought it was very funny. Um, Apparently I was wrong again. So our plowman uh, brought a note around, left a note, like a mimeographed, photocopied note. With this fucking plowman, it was probably mimeographed. But I sent Bobby the note, and I was all like, look at this guy. With the upcoming inclement weather and in future snowstorms, please be courteous to having your parked cars off the road or off the bend in the road and or corner. Obviously, he's a literary genius. At times, not passable with the plow truck or unsafe to do so. To prevent any issues, please park a little further up the road. or off the road? Let your neighbors know, please. Thank you, your plow driver, James. So now I feel like I have a plow driver. People, oh, what are you talking about? I have a plow driver, my plow driver, James. So we have a few automobiles at the house. Um, so, uh, so Jesse, I should preface this by saying last year, Brian, and I don't mean to laugh, it's not funny. Because with all the fucking cars on this whole block, in this whole neighborhood, Brian's car got hit. So we weren't sure that it was the plow, except it got hit by the plow because the curvature of the plow are the two impact spots. Nonetheless, whoever's sending me messages, I can't read them. I'm live right now on talking to tens of people. So so his car got hit and it was a lot of damage. So we're like, I don't know where we're gonna put the cars. So I was gonna leave the Escalade at the train station. However, they said you can't use that municipal lot because they're doing sand and salt and all kinds of shit. It's a staging area. All the world's a stage. And they picked where I wanted to park. So so some guy who doesn't even live on the block leaves his car right behind our driveway, like if I'm pulling out. I actually sent Bobby a video of it, and I'm like, what the what who first of all, the guy doesn't live on the block. You pick in front of my house? Now, the letter said we should keep the cars off the road. We have a large lawn. So it made sense at the time. I don't know what order I sent him the videos. Um, Now I'm concerned that I have dementia. Let's check them out.
What's up there, party people? What a day in beautiful Seaford, New York on Long Island. Long Island really is God's country. Oh, anyway, you could see that I might have been incorrect when I said there's going to be no storm. Let me lower this. Mary Wells is very mouthy today. So, I woke up with probably 8 inches, but I didn't look outside and see what the snow was. Ho! Yeah, the roads are pretty slick. Pearlie is kicking some ass. And, yeah, so making my way back to you, babe. I'm on my way home. Let's see, but look, I got Stop and Shop, and I got Seaford bagels, and look, it looks like they did plow. Look at this, they plowed. Nicey nice, twice as nice.
Wow. Wow, that is one nasal Hebrew. That is one nasal Hebrew. So I think that the next video, well, let's take a look together.
Hey, what's up there, party people? Seth. Don't forget, Wednesday night at 10 p.m., it's the happy hour with Seth. Here comes a plow behind me, and this guy is booking. Let me get out of his fucking way. Wow, he's really a douche nozzle. I want you people to see what just almost ran me over. That fucking guy. Wow, he doesn't mess around. Oh, who parked right across from my driveway? Why would you do that? Why would you park right across from someone's driveway? That means they're gonna plow tighter on my side because you're a fucking dick. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I would shame him, except he has no front license plate. And oddly looks like an unmarked car. No, it's not an unmarked car. It's some fucking wannabe. Anyway, yeah, this is some shite here. Let me make sure I left room for my fat carcass to get in and out. I have the blower. The blower is ready, so I'm not concerned. Do you hear what's going on here? How mouthy my car is today? Ring, ring, ring. Jeez Louise. Anyway, be safe, be happy, be healthy. Where's my other glove? Oh my God. I was a naysayer. I said this wasn't happening. God, oh fuck, it's fucking cold. I said it wasn't happening. Thanks for parking there, sir. I swore it wasn't happening. See, the lesson learned. But I have all the necessities. What a fat pig I am. All right, guys, be good, be the good, see the good, stay warm, and shovel out your neighbors. You're in better shape than them.
All the necessities. I'm not sure if you noticed, in that bag was bacon, Milano cookies, and sprinkles, multicolored sprinkles, rainbow. All right, I think there's one more video that has to do with this snowstorm.
What's up, party people? So this is my driveway. You know it's snowing. No one is parked on the street. And look at where this fucking guy parks. What a fucking douche. I'm in shorts and sneakers and a sweatshirt, and it's like below zero. I can't even tell you his license plate because it's probably an abandoned fucking car. But I will say, I did some shoveling job. I am taboo, and I did my next door neighbors. What, did I drop a glove? I hope I didn't drop a glove. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm cold. I am cold, baby. Yeah, this is for the birds. Thankfully, Jesse found a convenient parking spot on the lawn. We are idiots. It's a pack of idiots. Holy shit. Takia is buried. My sweetie. All right. I should turn this around so you could see. You know what? I'll just give you a quick glimpse. Yes, shorts and sneaks. Snowblower, shovels.
Wow. Wow. Those were probably the whitest legs that anyone should be subjected to seeing that. So I should say that I should have said beforehand that there might be a little profanity. I seriously was pissed off at that guy. I don't think that people use the word douche enough or douchebag. I think people should use that more. It's very, high schoolish. It's very high schoolish. So I also want to explain, I am a multiple shoveler. I don't wait till it's over and go out there and have to shift a foot of snow. Plus, I'm a blower. So, I'm going to blow the snow, but there are parts where you can't. There are parts where you must, I don't know if I'd say finesse. What I would say, just fine tune. You have to, get some edges, and so you use a shovel as well. I have different width shovels. I take it very seriously. Growing up in Rockville Center, we lived on the corner, 234 Club. Everyone knows it was on the corner. And Big Dave, my dad, should rest in peace, very tolerant man, very tolerant man. He wanted 10 children, and I was the fifth, and then they decided not to have any more children. However, Dad believed that you shovel from curb strip to lawn, like that hole, however wide it is. Seth believes that the width of your shovel, you go one pass and you go one pass back. That's what I taught my children. One pass back. If I have the snowblower, I do the whole sidewalk. I'm not, ridiculous. But if you live on a corner, you understand what I'm talking about. You don't, width to width. It's crazy talk. Crazy talk. So I grew up on a corner. Then I got married and got a house on a corner. Uh, and then obviously Freeport's mid-block. God, I miss Freeport. I love Freeport. I love everything about it. I love the Department of Public Works, although not the best plow job this run. Not the best plow job this Fern. Fern kicked Freeport's ass. So I went to hang out with friends in Freeport, and I'm like, it was like, and I drive a truck, and it still was like, um, oh my God, going to the storage unit. This was pretty funny. Going to the storage unit in Brooklyn, um, the second time because the guy didn't let me take everything the first time. I'm on my way home, and the car is filled. Uh, Pearly is filled top to bottom, drums, cymbals, uh, some fly, some fly kicks that are my size, brand new Jordans, my size. I'm very excited. Some patent leather, very fancy patent leather shoes with gold buckles. So I'm going to be a pilgrim for Halloween. Um, there was some interesting shit. Mostly, oh, there was a whole garbage bag filled with parking violations and red light cameras. So so I'm driving back, and I see there's a slick part of the road right by New Park Pizza, and I'm like, oh, do I get off at Cross Bay? The roads are shitty. I'm just going to go home. Maybe I should get off. The roads are shitty. All of a sudden, I feel the tail end start to swing. I spun around, and I'm facing oncoming traffic. So, your first reaction is that I wet my pants, and I was like, wow, I'm never smoking pot again while I drive. Kidding, I don't smoke pot. So how can you smoke pot while drinking while you drive? I don't drink and drive. I drink right here in Club 4006. Our drinks are colder than your ex's heart. It's a great line. So, the first car flips on lights. It's a police car. It was a state trooper on the Belt Parkway, which I don't get, but that's okay. He flipped on the lights and he blocked the lanes and allowed me to turn around. Um, it was a little surreal. Um, I was a little like when you go into the spin, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is what I need right now. I have a car full of drums and cymbals and fly kicks, and I spin around. So I don't remember if I was on the phone with Brian or I called him right. He might have called me right after, or I called him and I was like, hey, I just spun around on the Bell Parkway. Um, yeah, the roads sucked. And people were out cruising around. Uh, you know, I guess if you have places to go, you go. You go. But yeah, so just crazy. I shot another video and I put it on Facebook. I didn't send it to Bobby. I was behind a plow uh, that was sparking, like the plow was dragging on the ground and sparking, and the fire down below came on the radio, and I thought that was genius. How does XM know how to do that? How does XM know how to do that? One other thing, you saw the plow fly by me on Washington. So I'm a very conscientious neighbor. I'm very courteous, and I worry about everyone around me. So I'm digging out the hydrant. If you have a hydrant in front of your house, don't be an asshole. Dig it out. Make sure they can see it. We had 2 feet of snow. You wouldn't have been able to see that. So I'm digging it out, and a plow comes by. Forget about me standing by the hydrant and him. I swear that plow blade, I felt like it shaved my ass. Like it shaved my ass. So it's one less thing that I have to do this weekend, but it came by so close. And then I look at the sidewalk that I had just finished, and it's completely covered. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Fuck that. So I didn't shovel the side again. No, no way. No way. At that point, it's not on me. It's on them. And by the way, I never put the snow in the street. I put it on the lawn where we also put our cars. So heavy snow. That was some heavy snow. That was like, and it gets all dirty but it was so heavy. I'm talking like 2022 Lizzo. That's how heavy it was. Like 2022 Lizzo. Blame it on my juice, baby. Blame it on my juice. Yeah. So I said, fuck this snow. Fuck that fucking plow driver. And the man who parked across from my house, don't forget about him. He's on the list. He's on the list. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, the driveway was mint. The front of the house was mint. What a shoveling job. I was quelling. I was quelling. If I was an elderly Jew, I'd be quelling. Um, it was just crazy. I'm looking to see what clever thing I have on this. Oh, I said that I don't even understand it. It says clean as an Amish guy's driving record. They don't really drive. They don't drive. I'll tell you what, it was clean as my clean shaven ass from that plow. That's how close it was. Crazy, crazy. Anyone who just put it on is going to be like, huh, his clean shaven ass. That's odd. I think this is probably a great time to bring up the sponsors. Um, yeah, I think so. So first we have Larry Scott Pro Gear. Larry right now has some Ludwig 3 plies, some he has all kinds of great stuff. He has clear Vista lights right now in great shape. No cracks. No cracks. I can't even think of a humorous joke to make. No cracks. Beautiful Vista lights, reasonably priced. He has some sick guitars. He has a cool yellow and black Batman Gibson guitar. Very nice stuff. Great prices. If you're coming from Long Island, you gotta bring him All American Burger. I have a fan on, my left nipple's hard. You guys knew that already. So Larry Scott Pro Gear, fabulous, fabulous. And now my our next sponsor is Go Go Granny Racing. Go Go Granny Racing, yeah, baby, yeah. Um, she has a horse that's my favorite horsey name, Boom Chicka Boom. Who doesn't love that name for a horse? Boom Chicka Boom. Um, not a sorry fuck. I can't believe I don't remember. And Stan told me, and I said, of course I'll remember that. Oh my God. Softy. Softy. I can't remember. They're trotters. So they have the little, I call it a chariot, but that's not the right name for it. And Surrey is definitely the wrong name for it. So it'll come to me and I'll just scream it out on a whim. I'll scream it out. The next is All American Burger. Not arguably the best burgers. All American drive through, fantastic burgers, fantastic fries. You know how many potatoes they use in a day to make those fries? A shitload. And then right across the parking lot is my favorite, my favorite, Marshall's Ice Cream Bar. Many people on Facebook who are my Facebook friends know that I frequently go there because I post photos. I get the Seth. The Seth is chocolate and vanilla swirl with rainbow sprinkles, and you dip the tip in chocolate, just the tip. It's the name of the theme song for the Happy Hour with Seth. Yes, it is, people. So go in there, order the Seth. If it's someone new, they'll be like, "What's the Seth?" If it's someone not new, they'll probably be like, "What's the Seth?" So just explain to them: chocolate vanilla swirl, rainbow sprinkles, just the tip. Dip the tip. Dip the tip. I smell a new song. I smell a new song. Just the tip will still be the theme song, but dip the tip. Wow. I could do a whole concept album. I feel like now that my parents are deceased, I really could do a whole concept album, but I wouldn't want my siblings to have to deal with, uh, you know, not everyone's a fan. My favorite quote is that people love me because I'm a straight shooter, because of the way I talk, because of the way I behave. People hate me for the same reason. That's what you get, man. I think this, I'm going to look because my gut tells me it's the name of what the carriage is. Hold on. Uh, it's a Selkie, a sulky, a sulky. Thank you, Stan. It's a sulky. That's what that chariot is called. I just spit across the board here. Um, so I was in the middle of telling my fabulous story, uh, and I had to get to I'm all over the place. Good thing I have cards and everything written down. Um, so I went to go back out. So I went to Brooklyn. I'm home from Brooklyn. I did the spin around. I did the mess around. Um, and I'm on my way home, and I'm home, and I come in and I rest and I shower. People shower when you shovel. You may not realize it. Shower when you shovel. So I go back out, and a fucking plow went by, and my driveway is filled again. I don't blame the plow. You know whose fault it is. It's the Crown Vic guy. Who does that? Right behind my driveway. I should have given him the Malachi Crunch. The Malachi Crunch. Let the pigeons loose. Remember that? I think you do. So I start digging again. I grab a shovel, a regular shovel, and I'm digging. And it occurs to me, how about those people that they tell them to dig their own grave? You're with the mafiosi, you're with whoever, and they're like, here's a shovel, start digging. Fuck you. You want me to dig my own grave? What are you going to do? You going to shoot me? Fuck you. You dig my grave. You dig my grave. I'm not digging my own grave. That would be no way. First of all, it's very labor intensive. Very labor intensive to dig a grave. Dig my own grave? Bafangool, no way, man. No way am I digging my own grave. You know, I'd rather paint the inside of your house. And painting is the worst fucking chore. So if you're ever in the situation where someone wants you to dig your own grave, that's your chance. Be a fucking hero. Dig my own grave. Fuck you. You dig my grave, bitch. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging my own grave. Then they shoot you, and at least you probably deserve it. You talk back to them. What are you, some kind of wise ass? Oh, you're a hero? Bang. You didn't dig your grave. I feel like that's awesome. They shot you. They were so pissed, and you didn't dig your grave. Now they have to dig it. And if you're like me, they're not digging a tiny little hole. It's 190 pounds of love here. They got to dig, you know. And then you can't chintz. You can't have a limb sticking up. Oh, look, my arm is sticking up out of the ground. They got to dig it deep. They put me in the ground. My beak sticks up. Little kid is walking the dog. The dog is like, oh, look, there's a beak. Kid goes, wow, that's either an eagle or a Jew. Look at the size of that beak. So yeah, don't dig your own grave. do not dig your own grave. You're not their slave. Oh, you want me to dig my own grave? Piss off. I'm not digging my grave. Nope. Nope. Uh, so that made me think, if you watch prior episodes of the Happy Hour with Seth every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. on Strong Island Television, you could also see us on Roku, on Futu, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Strong Island Television. I think I started with that. Um, or you can go onto my YouTube page. Get ready for this. It's www.youtube.com/at SethRock1. Or you're going to see a QR code up top because Bobby is tech savvy. I see that code, my head hurts. But so Bobby is tech savvy. You can scan that QR code and win fabulous prizes. Fabulous. There's a slight delay. This gay has a delay. Fern, Hurricane Fern. Makes no sense. So it's youtube.com/at SethRock1 or scan the code. Listen, you're digging your own fucking grave. You could scan the code. So dig the grave. So if you remember, uh, uh, Michael Knight, Knight Rider. That's funny. I mentioned Law Falco before. Law Falco has a car that is just like Kit. Very cool car. Law's a great guy. Oh, I miss Law. I'm going to call him at like 2 a.m. tonight because he likes his sleep. It's what I do. I'm a giver. So Michael Knight had like an evil twin. And you knew he was evil because he had a goatee. Jeannie, I dream of Jeannie. No bullshit. I really do dream of Jeannie. God, Jeannie, Barbara Eden. I dream of Jeannie. See, I can't even do the dream sequence. Major Nelson, Dr. Bellows, not a cool guy. But think of all the shit that him and Major Healy put him through. Major Healy, that guy got some action. He got more ass than a porta-john at the state fair. Major Healy. Major Nelson, Jeannie. God, I dream of Jeannie. But so she had a dark-haired, I want to say cousin, and whose voice, instead of being like Barbara Eden, the voice was like, "Oh, Major Nelson. Oh, darling." It's like Lovey from Gilligan's Island. Dawn or Marianne? I go Dawn. I go Dawn. I go Tony Orlando and Dawn. What do I know? I dream of Jeannie. I really do. Oh, Bewitched also, I think, had an evil sister. Samantha had a sister with dark hair. The whole point of this was the goatee. The other host of the Happy Hour with Seth was my evil twin, Evil Seth. His name was Steph. I don't know. But so I did get some comments about the facial hair. One person said, "You fat fuck. The facial hair hid all of those chins." Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I was thinking I should show the Jim Kelly photos. I should show the Jim Kelly photos. He took pictures. This is actually a true story. Or is it? So I'm with these three hookers. No, I'm kidding. So I'm doing work at my desk and my head's bent over and Jim Kelly walks by and takes a picture. And he texts it to me. And I said, "Who is that bald fuck sitting at my desk?" Huh. And he's in a black Harley shirt. Huh. Oh my God. That's me. So I went on, I want to say I ordered from Keeps, Keeps. I ordered this foam and these pills. And I said, fuck it, I'll try it. Obviously, I got a great deal because there's no way I'm paying retail for anything. So it was like a Black Friday sale on hair restoration or whatever. I started taking it, and I don't know, man. I felt like the hair was growing, felt like the hair was coming in great. Uh, I felt like I got taller. I looked taller and more gentile. So I'm like, wow, these pills are fucking great. Then I was doing some research, and finasteride is good for the prostate. So I'm thinking, wow, maybe Dr. Shapiro won't, finger my ass every time I go see him, but he still does. He knows I'm on the medication. Um, so yeah, believe it or not, none of this is written down. Oh my God. Um, yeah. So anyway, going back to the storm that I said wasn't happening, I'm like a Jewish weatherman, like a Jewish Storm Fields. I think he was Jewish. Who names if you name your kid Storm, he's gonna be a weatherman. But his father was a weatherman. I feel like Jason Bonham, his father was John Bonham. Of course he plays drums. Both my kids play drums. Makes sense. I mean, I'm not John Bonham. I don't have a raging drinking and drug addiction, nor do I play with Led Zeppelin and have gold records and tremendous success. Uh, so I come in from the snow. It's not a lot to do. It's really not a lot to do. I light a fire, very, very romantic. I light a fire in the fireplace. I burn the house. No, I light a fire in the fireplace. I cook a beautiful dinner for two. Uh, I sit down. The table looks great. I eat dinner for two um, because I'm alone. And I go back outside to shovel because I am a multi shoveler. When you go out after you did a kick ass job, it's so easy. It's so easy. Much, much, much easier. So, so I feel like, fortunately, I lost a couple of auctions, or I would have had to go get them. I would have had to clean them out. Um, but I was like, wow, this could be so wonderful and so romantic. So I'm sure you guys remember my lovely Tinder and Match experiences. So I've been talking to someone from a different app, and I checked on my Google Play store, and I looked at my subscriptions. Apparently, I love pornography. Um, no, kidding. I mean, I, I guess I'm a fan as long as no one gets hurt. Uh, you know, what a man and a woman and a sheep and a midget want to do with bodily fluids. Whatever, let your freak flag fly. Whatever floats your boat. I'll try anything thrice. Anything. Garbanzo bean, chickpea. So I made a bold decision, and I know it's part of the show. However, uh, and I have photographic proof. I said, Bobby, photographic proof, because not only am I maturing in front of your very eyes, but I'm being fiscally responsible. So I canceled some subscriptions. Hugie, meet real local people. Yeah, no, I canceled that. Canceled it. It expired apparently today or a few days ago. I didn't even know I fucking had it. For some reason, I had YouTube Premium, Nope, nope, let that shit expire. But here's the big ones. Here's the big ones, people. Match dating app. Canceled. Canceled. Goodbye, Match. Goodbye. Oh, now everyone knows the last four of my MasterCard. And Tinder. Tinder. Canceled. Canceled. So I feel like, you know what? I feel much better. I feel much better. There's no I checked and there's no like site that's like uh Chinese girls who love elderly Jews, uh, you know, meet Chinese girls who love drummers, uh, you know, nothing like that, nothing remotely like that. Uh, so I don't know. I feel almost, first of all, that Tinder was a lot of fucking money. If you do it every 6 months, it's like $175. Um, so I did want to tell a cleaning girl story, but I'm going to leave it for next week because uh, I feel like it might be over the top. And for me to think it's over the top, I mean, it's not like everyone knows my thing with surgical scrubs and nuns and nuns. But if you're a kid watching this, first of all, your parents are terrible. If you're a kid watching this, or they're just making you immune to some of the nonsense. There is an opportunity here for you to develop an app for uh, elderly Jewish drummers who love Chinese girls. See what you can do. You develop that app, big market, big market. Few things to tell you about this Friday night. Bobby Lacera's open mic at Paradise Studios. I understand from a video I saw that Jesus endorses this. Bobby's going to get mad at me for saying it, but I'm saying it. It was like I saw Jesus talking about Paradise Studios. Remember, I'm an ordained minister. I'm not God's greatest work, but I think he gets it. He gets it. Uh, Saturday night, Whiplash at Town Hall. I'm seeing Whiplash live at Town Hall. Phenomenal seats. Ooh, I just chubbed up. Friday, February 6th at Repeal 18 on New Street in Huntington. It is the Gypsy Felons. Remember, we're not your father and mother's Lawrence Welk cover band. We're our own Lawrence Welk cover band. No, Gypsy Felons playing the best classic rock. You're going to come out, you're going to drink, you're going to eat, you're going to dance your pants off. Dance your pants off. Friday, February 20th, the Gypsy Felons are at Margarita's Cafe. And tentative release date for Love Letters and Other Filth is Valentine's Day. It'll be available on Amazon. Uh, Not written by me. It's written by someone else. So you'll see Craven Moorhead is his name, Craven Moorhead. And next week we're going to have a guest. If I have to tie Stan to this chair, we're going to have a guest. I don't want to say it's definitely Stan because if I have to, you know, call an escort to come, I'm going to have someone sitting next to me. So guys, be good, be the good, see the good, smile at strangers because you'll either make their day or you'll piss them off. Either way, you're a winner. And subscribe, check me out, check out Strong Island TV. And remember, next Wednesday night, same Seth time, same Seth channel for the happy hour with Seth. Have a great week, guys.